Hey everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sean.
And we watched a movie.
Yeah, believe it or not.
So it is called The Secret Society of Second-Born Royals. And it is all new on Disney Plus. So just released today. I would say that this movie is not targeted towards adults.
No, not at all.
It's sort of like the kids' version of a lot of movies that are on Netflix. They have a lot of Princess Switch. I'm a journalist covering the Prince of Moldova and I accidentally fall in love with my subject. You know.
Yeah.
That kind of movie.
Yeah.
Well, this is that kind of movie, but for kids. So it is about the princesses. Ooh, princes and princesses. So Princess Sam is a second-born. Her older sister is about to turn 18 and about to become the queen of her country. What was it? Illyria?
Country.
Yes,
Yeah.
Another very tiny European country that probably exists because you can't possibly name them all.
There's
Can
too
you?
many, no.
Can you? You can't.
True.
You can't say for sure it's not a country.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure since we know that Toronto is actually the capital of this country.
But like we see Toronto and they're calling it New York, and New York exists.
It's true.
So I don't know if your theory really holds, Sean.
You've got me there.
Okay. So Princess Sam, she is a teenage girl. Her 18-year-old sister, or nearly 18-year-old sister, is about to have her coronation in just a few weeks. Their father is dead. The mother has been sort of reigning in his stead until her daughter reaches age. So the older sister, like Princess Elizabeth in her day, was beyond perfection because she had to be. She was in the spotlight since birth. You know, everyone knew she's going to inherit the crown one day.
Yeah.
So she was just waiting on it. So she has had to be Little Miss Perfect her whole life. And Sam is kind of resentful of the whole thing.
Yeah, she's kind of the Margaret.
Yeah, that's right. She is a little wild.
She loves to rock out.
Yes, she does. So yes, it has been very difficult for her being compared to her sister her whole life. And anyone who is not perfection pales in comparison. So she feels like she's not just second born, but second place. So she is played by Disney Channel superstar Peyton Elizabeth Lee. Disney people may know her from playing Andy Mack in Andy Mack. She also is a voice on The Lion Guard. So Disney loves her. They have made her the star, well, the second-born star of this movie. And she's just so rebellious and getting into so much trouble.
Yep. She
gets sent to summer school.
That's right.
Oh,
yep.
Major bummer.
The ultimate punishment.
Yeah. It seems that she goes to a school that's just for royals.
It does somehow.
And that this school is in Illyria.
Yeah.
So it's like Wakanda maybe. It's a city, a country that we can't see.
Yeah.
So it's safe enough for all the royals to send their kids to the same building and nothing bad will ever happen.
Nothing bad ever happens.
So in summer school, she meets her own version of the Breakfast Club. So Prince Tuma, played by Niles Fitch, who I know from This Is Us. And it's funny because I'm always talking about the little guy who plays Little Randall. This guy plays Middle Randall on the show. Yes. January, played by Isabella Blake Thomas. Mateo, oh little Mateo, Faly Rakotohavana, and Roxana, played by Olivia Deeble. So these are all princess and princesses, and they're all second born. Ooh, interesting.
And they're all in summer school.
That's
the entire summer school class.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would have hoped that the royals would apply themselves a little more seriously than these five have.
But that's a second-born curse. They're all misfits.
Yeah. So they all end up in this summer school together. But then their professor walks in, played by Skylar Astin. And he announces to them that you have all been brought here under a ruse, under a cover. What this really is a training academy for the secret society of second-born royals.
They're superheroes. It's superhero training.
Basically, it turns out they all have some kind of power, a dormant power that they have to awaken at this training academy. So Sam has super senses. Tuma can command people, like whatever he says they obey. January can borrow anybody's power by touching them. Mateo can make
control bugs.
Insects do what he says. Yeah, like, well, you only have 5 of them. I didn't know you needed to be scraping the bottom this early.
Yeah.
And Roxana can turn invisible.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're in this training class, and they're just awakening these powers, so they're not reliable. They haven't really figured out how to summon them, much less control them. So they are trying to learn.
So they have to go to the danger room down in the basement.
Yeah, Sean, you want to tell us about this? Because
well,
you had something
it's
to
okay.
say.
I mean, it's just a rip-off of the X-Men. They had a danger room, which was like a simulation where they would go and practice fighting, which is exactly what they do in this movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this movie, but okay.
No,
yes,
it's both.
That's what it is. So yeah, it turns out that every second-born royal has this genetic trait, which again does really speak to the amount of inbreeding.
Oh yeah.
That all of these, families in different countries who should not be related and all share a common gene trait, but for some reason all of the second-borns have these like dormant superpowers.
It's that royal blood.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and it's a secret society. Not even the queen will know that she has this, except for Sam's mother, who you may remember is only reigning queen because her husband died. She, in fact, is a second-born in her own royal family. Who knows what that was? But anyways, Queen Catherine, played by Elodie Young, is like the head of this academy and has some powers herself. And so does Professor Skylar Astin. He can like replicate himself.
Yeah.
Is that fair to...
That's fair to say.
Something like that. Anyways, this thing is directed by Mastro. And I really think that young girls are gonna like this movie. They're gonna find this quite likable. The kids are all very charming. And very relatable, even though they're royals. They still, go on social media and
yeah, they do. They have
are
108
rebellious
million
rock stars. Well, she is also a princess,
yeah.
So, she's
It's
gonna get a
natural.
following.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically they're training for this, but wouldn't you know it, this whole thing is going down the same summer as Sam's older sister's coronation, and trouble is afoot.
Yep.
So they're going to have to be put to the test earlier than anyone thought, which is weird because obviously there should be a class every year of these people.
There should be.
So why aren't any of the more senior second-borns able to help out, especially since they were all there for the coronation? Somehow it has all come down to these kids.
It is true. There should have been others besides the acting queen plus the teacher who also had these powers.
Yes.
But we don't see anyone else.
We don't. Well,
okay.
there's a villain.
There's a bad guy.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of fun for kids again. Like, I didn't hate this movie. It's watchable if you're a parent who gets stuck watching. But like, I wouldn't recommend it for anyone else.
No, there's nothing to it.
No, and I mean, it's, not high quality stuff.
No.
It does feel like one of those rom-coms from Netflix or the Hallmark
totally.
channel.
Yeah, just made in a week on a budget.
Yes.
Because the effects are not really good.
No, they're not.
At all.
They're not. But the locations were beautiful.
That's true, yeah. No, they did do some good scouting. And it does really remind you that Toronto has some cool stuff.
Yes, that's right. Even if you can recognize them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're experimenting with their powers. They're also bonding, and these people have had trouble bonding. It's hard to make friends when you're a princess or a prince. And so some of them have felt quite isolated, and now they finally have met people that are just like them.
Yep.
Give or take some powers.
Yeah.
So the only one who's kind of an odd duck out is Sam's best friend, Mike, who is like the gardener's son or something.
He's a total peasant.
He is a total peasant, so... But he does like to rock out with Sam.
Yes, he does. They're in a band.
Yeah. So, I think it's sweet, it's harmless, it's definitely PG, it's gonna be good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Family viewing.
Friendly.
Yeah, for sure. So again, not recommending this for adults alone. You can probably make your way through it if you have to with your kids, but definitely for like, I don't know, say 7 to 12-year-olds, that's probably the niche.
That's a good range, yeah.
That's probably what we're looking at.
For anyone who still thinks maybe they are an adopted princess and will still be taken back to their home
That's
kingdom.
right. It's in your blood.
Yeah.
No denying it. So, you never know. There is a blink and you'll miss it cameo by Prince Harry.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yes, but no.
Yeah.
But it does, you were talking about Princess Margaret. Poor thing, living in her sister's shadow.
Yeah.
Well, Harry has moved out of his brother's shadow.
Yep.
Perhaps to train.
Maybe that's what this
Maybe he is just
all
moving
about.
closer to the academy.
Yeah.
Maybe he's teaching.
Could be. I could see it from Harry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guess what power he has?
I think he's got to have some sort of flame-related power.
Oh,
like a human
because of the red
torch.
hair?
Because of the red hair.
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Well, best of luck
We'll
to Harry.
see.
Yeah. So Disney Plus, it's a new one on Disney Plus. That's where you gotta look for the new one this weekend because it's not on Netflix.
Nope. It's a Disney Plus original.
It's a Disney Plus kind of weekend. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.